Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Dashboard Dialogues podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Sam Flecker. And today we've got one of my favorite guests back in the building, the man himself, Travis Wise, or Travis the Wise, as he's sometimes referred to in the Dealers Inc. office, because he knows a hell of a lot about cars. In case you didn't see our last episode, Travis is one of the co-founders of Dealers Inc., and he is an automotive sales expert. He's also got a very cool model car collection. Last time he took me out in his Cobra. What year was that Cobra from again?
They're full-size cars.
Full-size cars.
Yeah. Shelby Cobra last time.
Yeah, it might have been the coolest day of my professional career thus far. I'm not sure. But today he's got something else in store for us, which I'm very excited about. But let's not get too sidetracked here. Today we're going to be talking about NADA, the biggest automotive dealer trade show in the nation. Last year, we had COVID. It was all digital. This year, we're back in person. We're super excited. Dealers Inc. has got a few tricks up its sleeve this year. We'll get into that. All right. Before I jump into things, why don't you tell us about the vehicle you have brought me to ride in?
Okay, so thank you for having me. I appreciate you, Sam. This is always a blast. I love doing these podcasts with you, so appreciate you having me back. The car I brought today is a 1969 RS Camaro, and it's had a complete frame-off rotisserie restoration, they call it. So it is a brand new car with about 1,000 miles on it.
Wow. I am a big fan of rotisserie chicken, so I think I'm going to like this car.
You're going to like this. If you like rotisserie chicken, you're gonna really like how cooked this thing is.
Oh, cool. Well, wow, okay. Well, let's get into it then, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about NADA. I'm really stoked about NADA. So.
As am I. I think everyone in the Dealers Inc. office is. It's an exciting time of the year.
Yeah. It's our Super Bowl.
So before we get into specifics, for those who might not know, do you mind giving just a quick background about exactly what NADA and the NADA convention are for our guests?
Yeah, so the NADA convention is really more of a social gathering place once a year for all of the vendors, all of the franchises, the dealers. It's really educational. It's a place where they have a lot of breakout sessions for the dealers, talk about upcoming products, talk about upcoming incentives, talk about the market, where it's going, the trends that they're facing and everything. And then have some keynote speakers that, get in there and just talk about business in the U.S. They say 7 out of 10 businesses in the U.S. are directly affected by the car business. I mean, the oil and gas industry, manufacturing, parts manufacturing, dealerships that, have 300-400 people working at them to support the local communities. And when you have 15-20 franchise dealers in a region, that's a lot of employment. That's a lot of what it takes to keep a community thriving. And delivery businesses, everything that moves is really dependent on the car business and that infrastructure. So it's really the show is about getting in there, meeting new vendors, seeing where you can get some synergies going, showing your new products, things that are new that you're doing for the industry to just kind of, be the cutting edge and lead and guide and direct and help them be successful. A lot of people go there to just get customers, and then there's your dealer advocates.
Yeah.
We're really a company based with dealer advocates.
Yeah.
We're advocates of the car dealer. And that's hard to find out there.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's a big networking event, it sounds like. You're, meeting a lot of new people, making a lot of friends. So, very exciting time. Do you mind telling us about your very first NADA and kind of how it compares to now?
Yeah. So, my very first NADA is kind of fun.
You were a wee lad.
Yeah. If I can remember that far back. No, it was in Orlando, the first one that I ever went to. And we had a Fastbook booth because our Dealers Link Dealer Direct model was only in the western portion of the U.S. and the Rocky Mountains. So when we went there selling our booking tool, and it was just to really get a taste for what NADA was about and what was going on there. And to be quite frank with you, it was absolutely overwhelming.
I could imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially as a new person there and everything.
Well, yeah, to be on the other side.
Yeah.
To instead of walking through a show and them having to stop you and try and advocate their products to you, I was on the other side of that, and I was trying to stop dealers and advocate to them. And I'm like, man, when guys would say, I would step up and I would do something, and I'd be like, man, when guys said stuff like that to me, I was like, what are you, an idiot? And I'm like, so I can't act like I got to do something different. So it was a real eye-opener. I ended up doing a presentation for a customer that ended up being competition in a state. I literally educated him. And I tell you what, Sam, there's no better compliment than somebody copying you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, that's, if they're willing to invest like we did, you're onto something.
Yeah.
So we took it as a good thing.
So going off that, what are you looking forward to most this year about going to NADA?
The cold beers with friends. The real thing is networking.
Yeah.
You can make all the money in the world, but the things that God gave you free are worth more than any dollar you can get. And one of those things is, the people you work with, the people in the industry, the camaraderie you build with the dealers and the clients, and, actually getting up and making a difference. And the rest, just call it, kind of falls in line. So I might joke around saying it's the cold beers with friends.
But that's the social aspect, you're making connections, and that's what I think is so great about the car industry. It's not very formal corporate, you're becoming friends with these guys, even, wherever you're working with, and you're relatable people. You both have a passion for cars, so.
Yeah. 90% of the people in my life are affiliated directly. They're either my dealer friends or, just that's the industry. That's what we do. And it's always fun to see what I really like to see is the competition.
Yeah.
And how hard they're stepping up their game. Because if they're not coming really hard at us right now, they're in trouble. So
yeah.
So, what advice would you have for NADA first timers?
Well, there's two first timers. Are you the first time vendor? Are you the first time dealer?
True.
First time dealers thirst for knowledge. Get all the information you can. Speak to as many people as you can for what you came there for. If you came there for inventory management, get all the knowledge you can about inventory management. It is absolutely a place that you can get a really good education, really thrive in there, and see what's new in the market. And then you can see what's hokey pokey too. You can see what the smoke and mirrors is, and what the real guys are that are getting it done and having fun. And really have fun, just surrender the outcome, go there, learn as much as you can, go to the sessions, and enjoy yourself and network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, as a vendor, if it's your first time as a vendor, you better have some comfortable shoes and a lot of Tylenol.
Yeah.
A lot of time on your feet, for sure. All right, so as many of us know, we've got a variety of exciting new features that we're going to be sharing this year at NADA. Dealers Inc. also has a whole new look that we're going to premiere. So do you mind telling us a bit about that, Travis?
Yeah, the new look, it's more sophisticated. It's more modern. It's more tech. It's really what the whole industry's moving towards. It really took us some time to get a finger on the exact brand we needed to just bring us into the future and really be a solid look for us for years to come.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to get new socks, new look on the pens. You get to switch up the swag and get the booth looking good, and new logos on some shirts.
Nice.
But at the end of the day, the main slogan that we have in there that really, really reaches out and should connect with the dealer is connect to profit.
Yeah.
We could be technology, we could be all these things, but we give you opportunity that directly connects you to profit. And that's really what the new statement is in our new branding.
Yeah.
Is connect to profit.
Connect to profit. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
It's going to be everywhere soon.
Profit dealers link. Yeah, that's us.
Cool. So, in your opinion, why should dealers check out the Dealers Inc. booth this year?
Well, we're going to have our cash wheel spinning and we're going to be having a blast. So, number one, if you're not having fun in the car business anymore, you need to come and see us. We're going to have some fun. We'll reindoctrinate you into, having fun in the car business. Because the car business is fun. People are buying cars. They're getting excited. It's a good thing. The other thing that I'm looking forward to is, and I know that everybody's going to see us different, is we have just raised the bar across the board on dealer direct buying, on how to stock your inventory, how to weigh and measure, how to bring more opportunity to your salespeople so that they get the deals that you've already paid to get in your front door. Yeah. And that's really going to be, the deciding factor of who wins boots on the ground out there at NADA is we're going to bring the car deals and we're going to bring the opportunity. And that's what I'm really excited about. Yeah. And that's what's going to cure a lot of the problems, You can sell your way out of anything.
Yeah, you certainly can as well. That's a very good way of putting it.
You can sell your way out of any kind of trouble. It's little more car deals, little more money, a little more connecting to the profit. Next thing you know, things are good again. Yeah, so that's what we're here for, is help them out.
Very true. Well, certainly got me excited, so I'm looking forward to it. Cool. Well, before we go check out this car, do you have any crazy NADA stories for us from the past?
Yeah, I got a few crazy things.
Appropriate, of course. Appropriate, of course.
Yeah, appropriate, of course. You don't want me to tell you about the one guy I had to wake up at 5 a.m. and go save from the, guys that were going to beat the hell out of him if he didn't give him a whole bunch of money. Yeah, there's those stories. But I think one of the funnest ones was way back when me and the partners were standing there, and it was our first NADA that we had brought up, and we wanted to go to this place in Orlando called the Ice Bar. The Ice Bar. Yeah, so they have all these ice sculptures everywhere, and when you go in, they give you these big fur coats to stand around and have a drink, and it's cold in there because it's all these ice sculptures, and we're like, yeah, let's go check that out, and we go rolling in there, and we just started a new product. Yeah, we just started an export product in data management, and we figured out immediately that we could just dominate data management, and we went to the Ice Bar. And we walked up, and they wouldn't let us in. And we're like, why can't we go in here? Like, what's the deal? And they're like, oh, it's rented out as a private party to one of our competitors. Lame. And this for me was a great moment because we're standing there, and we're looking in the window like a bunch of kids that can't go inside because we're not allowed. Yeah. And my business partner looks at me, and he goes, get your pickaxe, boys. This is a vein of gold. These guys probably paid $1 million to get this place, and we flat out have 5 times the product they do. Yeah. We will own this bar. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, you're right. And ever since then, we have just been dunking. I won't say it because I don't like to pick on competitors, as you know. But we've just been dunking their head in the water. So I don't know if that's a funny story, but it's one of my favorite part of NADA. And it really, at that moment, solidified that we were just going to, it's an open market. We can help the dealers. We can give them a better service, better product, better price, better support. Yeah. Just do a better job.
Did you ever make it into the Ice Bar?
You know what? No.
Hey, ice bars are overrated anyways. We got enough ice in Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the funny part is we got an ice bar going on outside right now. It looks like it's going to snow. So
we don't need to go to Florida.
Put the fur coats on if we have to.
Yeah. We don't need to go to Orlando for an ice bar.
No, that place is horrible.
Anyways, let's go check out this car, huh?
Yeah, you want to go for a ride in the car? Let's. I don't drive this car very far, so.
Oh, also, before we get going, I'm here to grant you golden ticket, the dashboard dialogue sticker. Put it wherever you like.
This is going on the toolbox.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Where all the stickers go.
Love it. Well, thanks for coming on today, Travis. Good to see you. Excited to check out this car. And yeah, enjoy NADA.
Hey, Sam, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Love doing the podcast. I'll come back anytime. You just let me know. I've got a 58 Impala we probably should drag out here too. So
I think
I am very on board with that.
Yeah,
anytime.
RS Camaro today.
Cool. Well, for those of you watching, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Be sure to check out the Dashboard Dialogues podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and Google Play. See you next episode.
Good angle. Cool.
All right, let's send it. So some of the cool stuff about this is see how all the gauges are working. This come factory with a tach, and look, the clock's even running. She has 1,022 miles on her.
Clock, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the how the radio works.
Ooh.
Everything. Yeah, the whole so everything you see underneath the carpet in front of us that we're standing on, it's all painted the same color as the car.
Wow.
The underneath of the car, you know, it's got a Hodgkins suspension. It's got the, you know, the perfect launch Positrack rear end.
Yeah.
It's got everything you can dream of. The only thing that I think I might do a little bit different is, yeah, that's good, is throw 500 horse in her.
That's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a pretty special car.
Yeah.
You don't just see one of these. And that's what happens is anywhere you go with this thing, you're literally starting a car show.
Celebrity.
The car is a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.